Good evening. Today is Sunday and is 12. Oh my God, Sunday 27. Almost. The March is almost gone. It's going to be April soon. And it's still very cold here. It's windy and it's cold outside. I don't know. I don't know when the spring going to come, but hopefully going to come soon. Anyway, so today I will talk about how to start, set a goal. I think asking how to start or set a goal, it's very, very close because you have the big goal already. But the big goal is maybe read 52 books per year. Maybe play piano fluently in a year from now, or maybe get a certificate of the IT or management or anything, right? So those are the big goal. But in the big goal, they also have the small goal, because in order for you to get to there, you have to break it down into small chunks how to get there. You have to have the step. It's like the ladder. It says one step at a time. And you cannot start like there are so many steps to get there. It's like 100 steps, 30 steps, 20 steps, 10 steps, but you don't know how to, you cannot do 10 steps in a row and expecting you're going to be good, right? It's going to be overwhelming if you do everything in once and at once. So what you do is break it down in small chunks. Break it down in small chunks, one step at a time. That's what they call one step at a time. And break it down in small chunks. That way, it's easier to work with, and it's a stepping stone, because you cannot go to step 2 without knowing step 1. I think anything we do it's the same way like that. You cannot read a book. You have to practice gradually how to read one book a week. If you never finish a book in 2 weeks or in 1 week before, it's going to be difficult to get there. I cannot do that. The only thing I can do is I have to practice going, and have to have a technique how to practice to get there. So, and at the same time, practicing in the small chunks is give you the little little wins every day. You have to set a goal for like a year, and then go to 6 months, and then go to 3 months, and then go to 1 month, and then go to week, and then day. And then every day you focus on that one chunk. You don't look too far. You don't look like what I'm going to do in 9 months, 6 months from now. That's good. You're going to overwhelming, and you're going to say, that's too much, and I don't know any of those, and then you're going to give up. You won't able to get there, and you overwhelming yourself already. But if you look into the step and work forward to that, looking backward and work forward, is that what I'm so focused today to build my skill in the next week, and then in the next week, and then looking, how I'm doing in the next month. Like every day you adding in a new skill. After 7 days, you practice, you going somewhere. After 2 weeks, you're going to go somewhere. After 1 month, you're going to go somewhere. But if you don't do that, and you look into the full overall pictures, you don't know where to start. So break it down in small chunks is very simple. It's very, very critical and very important step that, start out small, because in order to be consistent and have the passion of what you're doing, like you have to feel happy with what you're doing. And if you're not feeling that you're successful with what you're doing, you're not going to be happy. And when you're not happy, you're going to give up. You're going to say, see, I told you so. You're going to your brain going to tell you that, and you're going to stop. So what you do is you break it down in small little chunks and practice that one at a time. So let me give you an example. What I say it one at a time. And when I tried to lose 12 pounds, actually that's what my goal was, 12 pounds. I want to lose 12 pounds, and I don't want to lose in 1 month, 1 week, or 2 months. I'm saying I'm going to go easy on myself, and I'm gonna losing weight. I'm gonna lose weight, and what I'm gonna do and lose weight in a year from now. I have to be specific and detailed too. So I'm gonna lose my weight in a year from now, and how many? 12 pounds. And I'm saying, okay, 12 pounds in 12 months. So I'm gonna break it down in months. So 1 month, I'm gonna lose 1 pound. That's what I'm gonna focus on, only 1 pound. I don't know why I did it, because I don't think I did not have any knowledge about losing weight, and I don't want to be disappointed. Somehow at that time, I just want to focus that I want to be happy, and I want to do only one thing, and I want to focus on that for the whole year and see how it's go. And I don't want to rush. I don't want to, like pushing too hard. I have toddler with me. I have, like I have like 3 years old and 1 years old with me is way too much for, demanding mentally from a mom with new baby like that. So what I did, I just say, take it easy, one at a time, start out small. And that is the foundation right there. 1 pound per month doesn't require much, but it's still a lot of work. And then I say, okay, so 1 pound a month, what do I do? I don't know. As long as I'm going to say, I'm going to weigh myself every day. I'm going to change the way I eat. I'm going to take less carb. And I'm doing different things that I'm having out I light out every single thing that I'm going to do. And so I'm doing that. And then I'm focused on that one a month, and that's it. And then every day, just the same thing, repeating. I'm going to change the way I eat. I'm going to watch what I'm eating, and I'm going to reduce the carb, and that's it. On the first week, that's all I did. And then after a month, I lose a couple pounds. I think because of the water retention, so we lose a couple pounds in 1 month. And then after the first month, I already have to get used to the cycle of the habit of how eating. I'm changing. I'm eating less. And then so second month, what I'm doing, I'm eating less. I'm cutting down more, and I'm cutting out more stuff, like, for example, like sugar. I'm not gonna eat sugar. So first month, I cut out carbs. Second month, I cut down sugar, and eat a little bit less. I don't jump into the whole, like, I'm not gonna cut down half of, no, I'm just a little bit less than a month ago. And then a month go on, I lose another pound or two. And then the third month, I'm doing the same thing. I'm changing my step again. I'm getting used to eating less and less sugar, no more snack. I'm start to do more. So I cut less of carb, cut more sugar, and now, like, I'm cutting out carb, the whole thing. So now, like, no more carb. I'm focusing on eat light only and no sugar. I still have, like, sweet potato. I use sweet potatoes as the snack of fruit and snack instead of eating junk food. And then I'm changing again, and it's like just keep like that. And then by the 6th month, my weight not changing anymore. The way I'm eating, my weight is not changing anymore. What I do is I swapped out my dinner is my lunch, my heavy meal during lunchtime. And the dinner time, I eat salad, something simple, veggie, simple food. And if I eat some protein, I will eat some beans or meat or tofu. Meat is like fish or shrimp. I don't eat red meat or white meat. I ate shrimp, something very simple and light and easy to digest, or just soup, or just simple salad only. And my main meal is I have, heavy stuff in there, whatever I want to eat during the day. whatever, and that is where I'm eating all the leftover of the kids, anything. And the during and one another goal I make during this process is that I don't want to change my family diet. I only change my diet, not my family. So I'm still eating whatever they eat. I just eat a different way. Instead of, for example, like noodles, instead of noodle soup, they eat noodle with soup. I don't. I did not. I eat soup and with veggie, but not noodles. That's how I modify my food. That is not doesn't affect my family diet, and that's another thing, right? So like after 6 months, I changing the way I'm eating, and then I lose a couple of pounds and then I'm not losing anymore. And then, so I have to, by the 8 month, by 10 month, I have to change the way I eat. That's how I do it. But if I look into like 12 months in the process, it's going to be overwhelming. But I'm looking at 1 pound per month. And then I'm going down. What can I do to change today of this week? Gonna help. And then I'm looking for the second week. What can I do to help to set? And that stepstone is building up to I lose 15 pounds in 10 months. I was able to go back into my, like pre-children, pre-pregnancy, college gene, and it felt so good. And that is the new journey for me right there. But my point, that is another story for another day. But my point here is that if you start out small and reasonable for you to manage, you're able to keep long. And that's what I did. I just do very small what I'm able to do at the moment, my mentally, physically, what I'm able to do until I'm able to change again. By the 9 months, what I did is I add exercise in. I did not add exercise from the beginning. I add exercise at the end. Did I know anything about that? I did not know. I did not know anything about losing weight. But what I did is this: I follow my instinct. I go inward. I follow what I know. I follow my inner voice. I follow my own lead to pull me to where I need to go. The only thing I know is that I want to lose 12 pounds in that year, in 12 months, and that's all I care. And I'm going to stick with that goal. When I have the goal, when I'm already making a decision what to do, I'm just leading you there. Even so, without reading, without any research, trust me, without any research, without any reading, when I make a decision, and I say, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to start today, and I'm going to do this way step by step. And then eventually, somehow, I have all the step in is helping me to lose more than what I'm expecting. And my goal to share with you this story today is that start out small. You don't need to do something big. Start out small. And when you be successful, when I first time I lose couple pounds in couple weeks, in a month, I'm happy. And I feel, okay, this is what I'm doing is working. I'm continue doing it. And I keep modifying it. When it doesn't work, I'm going to go back and ask myself question. And I say, what I'm do next to work. And then so I'm keep modifying it as I go. Just the same thing with this, just the same thing with this. Nothing different. I just start out small and have the reasonable expectation for yourselves to set up for the successful, not failure. Because when you have the right expectation for yourself, you gonna create more momentum. And when you have the momentum, you have some good win and some, successful. That's how you can come back for more. And when you come back for more, eventually you're gonna figure out what to do, how to get there, like how to get to read 1 week, 1 book per week. There all will be a way, but you have to willing to take the step and do it. You have to set a goal. Maybe sit down 15 minutes reading, or maybe 2 pages a day, and that's it. That's it. And then gradually improving it over time. Don't just say, I'm going to start the weeks today. I'm going to start reading the book 1 week today. And then you buy this thick book, like difficult to read, and it's the term, the terminology is so difficult for you to understand. Do you think you're going to be successful with that? I don't think so. It's going to be difficult, right? But if you make a decision as you choose a simple books, thin but reasonable, you say, I'm going to read, 2 pages today, and then in 1 week I'm going to finish that book, and then maybe thicker book next week, and then maybe three pages per day. Keep increasing like that. Will be reasonable and create the momentum. That's how you come back for more, and that's how we create the habit. Okay, so more story gonna come tomorrow, but today let's go practice. 15 minutes is on. I'm continue practice one song, the most difficult song of the week. and two, one and two, and one and two, two, one and two, one, two, three, 4, 1, one, one and two, one and two, one and two, and 3 and 4. All right, 15 minutes is over. That's fast. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And if you haven't started, or if you started and you have a hard time to maintain the momentum or the routine, like there are ways to do it. And I hope you don't give up, but to keep going. Like I say today, maybe to change the strategy to look, instead of looking at the bigger pictures, just look at the smaller pictures of just this week only and focus on one day at a time, just like I did, 1 pound at a time, and you will get there. I promise you. All right. So have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow.